Hello everyone, sorry I can't be with you today, but unfortunately the day job's got in the way and I can't travel today. I've been asked by Tree to say a little bit about my running journey and how social media has helped me in that process. So this May I did something I never thought I would ever do, and that's actually complete running a marathon. If you went back to 2 years ago, I didn't run at all. So how did I get from there to actually running this marathon? If I go right back to when I was at school, I think at schools we tend to put people into two boxes. One is the academic and one is the sporting. And at the time, I liked studying, I was quite good at some subjects, and so got put into the academic box. Now, years on, that's probably served me quite well given my job, but I think what it did to me was also give me the message that in terms of sport and activity, I really wasn't any good. It was for other people, not for me. Couldn't understand why anybody would want to do it, and so therefore that's the sort of the message which I gave myself over many years. I'd always thought I was reasonably fit because I walked quite a lot and I'd done a few sort of bouts of things like aerobics and also done a bit of hill walking. But then a couple of years ago, around about this time of year, there was a public health drive to try and get people to do vigorous walking or brisk walking. And I thought, well, okay, I've got a dog. I walk a couple of times a day. I probably do quite well on this. So I tried the app, and I realised that I was walking, but actually wasn't doing really sort of vigorous walking. Probably down to the fact that my dog insists on saying hello to everybody and stopping to smell everything en route. So I was sort of stop starting the whole time and really wasn't getting that vigorous exercise. Around about the same time, it was getting ready for the sort of annual We Nurses activity challenge. And I thought, okay, what can I do this year? I started looking on the website and saw the post by Nick Chin, who talked about actually how running and taking up running had really helped him in terms of general sort of physical fitness and sort of general well-being. So having thought, well, okay, I'm not a runner, I can't understand why anybody would run, I'd be no good at it. Something sort of drove me to download the sort of Couch to 5K app, and I started on that. And I have to say, at the beginning, running the 30 seconds, I thought, actually, I've never known a 30 seconds so long in my life. I thought, this is it, I can't breathe, I'm never going to do it. But actually, I persisted, and by the end of the 9 weeks, found that I was bizarrely quite enjoying it. Um, so I decided to try and keep going, and to motivate myself, I signed up for a 10k, which was going to be run the following year. I think it was probably in the September. And what I did was actually sort of put on Twitter that I was doing it, and started to sort of really link up with some other people who were interested in running. Um, Somewhere along the route, I also got persuaded into doing a sort of a half marathon and signed up for that in the September. Um, no, sorry, yeah, the September or October of that year. And having said that I was going to do it, I suppose I felt that I really had to keep going. So I kept going, did a lot more races in between, joined a running club and really enjoyed that. Started to sort of link with that locally, found areas locally that I'd never run in before, didn't even know the paths existed, and generally tried to get into running on a regular basis and kept enjoying it. So when I was doing the half marathon, I was talking to somebody on the way round who'd had a kidney transplant and who said, well, I did the 10k, I did the half marathon. I think I'm really going to have to do the whole set. And that got me thinking about how perhaps I could sign up for doing a full marathon, something I'd never ever dreamed of doing. So that's how I came to sign up for doing a marathon this May. Thankfully, yeah, it took a lot of sort of preparation and a lot of getting up on Saturday mornings and dragging myself out for miles when I didn't always feel like it. But I can honestly say, by the end of a run, I've never come back thinking I regretted doing that. Sometimes you don't feel like going out and doing it, but at the end of it, the feeling is great. So social media has really helped me in that process. You know, I get regular encouragement from other people who enjoy running. Um, it's been good in terms of me sort of saying to people, I'm doing this race, because once I've sort of put it out there, once I say I'm doing it, I tend to do it. Whereas if I just sort of said it to myself, I probably wouldn't always do it. And I think running has given me so many benefits. Obviously, there's the physical fitness. It's made me feel so much better in myself. At the end of a busy day, sometimes when I've been sat in the office, coming home and being able to think, okay, I'm going to go out for a run, has been a real sort of head clearer and made me feel so much better. It's also extended my sort of social circle. I've got a lot of friends through joining the local running club. I'm really enjoying now sort of supporting other people beginning their sort of running journey by becoming a run leader. So my message to you, I suppose, would be, if you think it's not for you, give it a go. Persist, get support and encouragement, and social media is a fantastic way of doing that. And hopefully, like me, you'll enjoy getting into doing some activity. And surely this year it's got to be the time for we nurses to actually win the activity challenge. So it's a great time to do it. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you.